just want to see if this is smoother. All right. Hey, journeyman, journeywomen, this is your hero's journey with and to inspire, helping you get beyond your first move and creating a better mindset today. If you all come on for the first time, how about you help me help you so we can help others? How? By clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. When you help me, when you help me on this channel, you help the algorithm, and you help me to grow, and we grow together. So we can get bigger together, so we can share more together. All right, I have not been on for a while. Let me give you pretty much. Okay. Today we talk about an incident that happened in the community that we all live in, called the Earth, and those who are not aware of what's been on in the headlines, this is actually my show is called a Hero's Update of what happened. What happened? And for those who have been living in Iraq on the shell on the sea coast where nobody else is, we have many endings of lives, and some have been survived, some have been ignored, and some has been exposed. I chose to talk about one specific unaliving, and that was Charlie Kirk. Why? Now, I was told earlier by an individual friend of mine that he encouraged me, please don't talk about it. Please don't talk about it. You know, my show does not sway on political religious arguments. I am what I am. I'm not getting paid the amount of money they get. To tell you the truth, I really don't invest a lot in digging down in political arguments, going to the left or right. I believe that both of them have flaws, and we're in this world where they are flawed, but still, it's the best country in the world to be. All right. So, if a couple people will come on a little bit later, but right now, let me just give you a summary of my take on the whole situation, and my take is pretty much. All right, let's cut that off. Okay, let's move it a little bit back, and we can loop the track. All right. So pretty much the essence of my conversation pertaining to the emotional effect, emotional impact that the death of Charlie Kirk has on different sides of the aisle. I promise you, I don't get in depth into the different sides of the aisle. Why? That's my question. Why do people get into debates about something they can't change? But you could get into a discussion about things that you can grow from. That's the thing. Are we growing for something, or are we just being proponents of the media who's trying to program one to an agenda in which is swing? It's interesting. Have you talked to somebody who is very engrossed in anger and rage, but they can't tell you any facts about why they're mad? Everybody else is enraged. What kind of mess is that? Emotional regulation. A lot of things. Meaning, you hear a coin phrase about emotional intelligence. It's spreading perverse and is everywhere. But do you hear anyone really pushing regulation of one's emotion? Now, is it your emotions that make you do things? Or does your emotions control you, or do you control your emotions? That's the magic question. Are you controlled by your limbic system? Do you control the triggers that provoke you to do things? I don't know. I do not know. The trigger is just that, something that triggers the dormant emotions that cause you to want to fight, want to run, want to freeze. They even want to act as if it doesn't exist. All for the sake of survival. But your mind doesn't really know what's real or what's fantasy. Nevertheless, we live as if one is the other and vice versa. Can you really determine whose life to take because of something that you don't like what they said? The last time I checked that we were all in a free country, which is one of the main reasons why many people come across the borders, across through the swamps or shacks in barrels, in buses, in containers, just to be in this country. Why? Because we have certain freedoms that other countries would not allow us to have. Whether we like, oppose, or even despise the words coming out another individual's mouth, do we have the right to take their life? When did the vote go out that you can take a life or give one? Are you Caesar? Is this a Greek Colosseum where you make the determination who lives or who dies? Well, the other day, an individual, whether provoked, motivated, or even paid, took it to his own hands, a rifle, and shot a 31-year-old man who was sitting amongst thousands of people, youth, 20-something, college students, just sharing what he felt was the truth. In most cases, he backed up his truth with statistics and with history. In some cases, he just backed up his truth with his convictions. But aren't we all entitled to have our convictions? After all, we are in a free country, are we? When one chooses to speak up against your ideology, the thing that you feel that is deep in your heart. So I feel this would great passion. Do I study to show myself approved unto God, so I can be a workman needing not be shamed and rightly dividing the truth? Or do I just go get a gun and pop out? Which to you? I'm one. I feel as if things are not people and people are not things. Some people have different ways of viewing things. Now, from the limited material that I viewed of Charlie Kirk in his faith, I didn't hear him sway too much about away from him having a faith in Jesus Christ. Whatever color, it's not about the color, but his political views may came across racist. Now, I'm tend to be on the spectrum of, now bear with me, Charleston White. He said we all prejudice. That's what he said. I mean that we like what we like. And that's okay. But just because you're prejudiced and you like what you like don't mean you're racist. Just because you believe a life is a life and doesn't mean that you are against a race or people. You may not agree, disagree. I look at it this way. I only have one life to live. I can live it for myself. And I believe Charlie Kirk chose to live it the way he saw fit. Martin Luther King, MLK said, if there's nothing for you in your life that's not worth dying for, then your life is not worth living. Charlie Kirk stood on what he died for, what he believed, his truth, and giving everybody else a platform to debate theirs. I know I've been going for a while. I've been dealing with some things that I've been experiencing in my life. Now I want to believe that, the race is not given to the swift or to the strong, but to the one who perseveres to the end. Just because I'm not here in the present, don't mean I'm not coming back. I put a clip earlier on Instagram or Facebook stating, you can never keep a good man down. And right underneath that caption said, it's a hero's journey. As you can see, we all experience a journey, but will you be the hero in that journey to get to the other side? Life is the journey, and we are the hero that's on the quest to get to the promised land. And the promised land is encased in your purpose. Are you willing to do it? Don't know much about Charlie Kirk, really I don't. He had 2 kids, infants. He had a wife. And I know that they were actually in the front of him watching him as he did what he did until the death. I believe they were so proud, but yet so sad. Children, when they have to think about their daddy, they could never pick them up again. Daddy couldn't play horseback ride with them anymore because somebody thought that they were God and they're going to take out their daddy because they didn't like what daddy said. Doesn't that not give you great emphasis on the factor? The Bible says death and life lies in the power of your tongue. For those who are out there, even on the replay, remember this: your words are powerful. They can inspire, motivate, even enrage individuals. But what was enraging about what he said is that generally I have noticed that a person becomes more embittered they become more embittered based on them not having a response. People get the most embittered because you don't believe the way they believe. You don't feel the way they feel. I believe that's a problem with the world now. Everybody's feeling, but nobody's thinking. We feel like doing a lot of things, but does that mean it's right? And are our feelings based on what God is telling us or based on what we're being programmed with what we feed ourselves every day? Television, videos, social media, friends in our ear. Who is the feeder? Who feeds your spirit, man? Who do you allow to plant things? Are you building a nest for an eagle or for a vulture? As we've seen in the news, it's not just with Charlie Kirk. He's just one. You got black man, white man. I just saw Facebook. Somebody showed a video pretty much was saying that all this media blitz about Charlie Kirk, but then there's a black boy that was hung in Mississippi, but no media attention on him. Just as terrible, just as bad. And just think about that boy got the media attention that another boy got that never got because he never been seen or found. At least his body was located. Y'all got a story. How is the emotional outcry? How does it affect you? Just put it in the comment section. I'll respond to it later. You put in the comment section now, we can have a dialogue. Was that emotional responsibility? I mean, the answer is no. By shooting by somebody they like because of what they said. Now, I saw a show the other day. A friend of mine, you had people coming from different angles. Unlike his show, I don't have that many people right now just coming back and forth. And I have openings for anybody to come on. You can click on. Let me put my. It's been so long since I came on. I forgot that if I wanted somebody to come on, I'm copying link. I put in the comment section. And you want to come on? Just click the link section and come on board, and we can have a discussion. Yeah, that was really interesting. It wasn't interesting. It was sad. I tried to say, man, please don't talk about it. Why? Get people on the right side, and they just won't like you. So what? I am not a political pundit. If you like, if anybody's coming on, just click on the link section, and you can come on. We can have a discussion. Give me your views. Tell me what you think Tell me your response about Charlie Kirk and what do you think? I am interested in what you think. And what we're really digging in, trying to dig into is the what was so bad that warrant a man, another man for getting a bullet. Some people say, well, he deserved it. It's a lot of stuff you just don't have national spotlight on you. You know, yeah, you deserve it. Well, you know the song. But you may not know the song, but I just try to put melody to it. You deserve it. I thought it was funky. Come on, y'all. Right. You put something in the chat. You ask me a question in the chat and I'll respond. You know, I talked about Charlie Kirk for the most part. We have different people who actually have different reasons, rationale. Had one person just, like I said earlier, he was totally upset. He was upset. Why was he upset? He was upset because he was such a racist. I promise you, I looked at some of his clips and at the racial element of what he was saying. Now, really, I doesn't believe in reparations or doesn't believe certain things as far as equality goes. Because I think he's just I don't think that he took account to the mindsets. He took account of the facts, meaning that if one person gets accepted to a school based on one thing, and then another minority gets accepted to school on one thing, it should be based on that merit alone and the other criteria that's required. I agree to that. However, based on the system that been set in place, and you don't understand, and you don't know the motives or the operandi, the structure, some things we put in place to try to equalize things. Now, have things went overboard? Yeah, they probably have went overboard. In an ideal world, in an idealist, if you have two people who want the best, if you have two organizations, you have a system that wants the best out of everybody, and it's been proven that this is the case, then let's do it that way. But if not, then there needs to be some adjustment till we get to that point. Now, I do not know the measuring rod in which you determine are you there or not? Are you there yet or are you not? I don't know the measuring rod. I really don't. However, I believe that based on his life and what he does that is right, which is based on what he's seen, and it may be limited. And then he's very well read, so he's reading things in black and white, but he's not observing culture dynamics. He's observing what's happening in the news and the numbers don't lie. There's background behind the numbers, and if you don't understand the background behind the numbers, you can make an assessment that may be a slight off. However, but what it does do, it does keep you away from being caught up in your feelings. And so often you hear people say, "Well, I feel this way, I feel that way." Yeah, but your feelings can change tomorrow. You feel a certain way right now because it's raining outside. But tomorrow it's sunny outside, so you're feeling different. So am I supposed to base my economy on my piece on how you feel, on the historical trends, or how you feel, or the equality of it all? I tend to want to lean onto the facts. May not like things as they are, but all we can do is get better. And it's all a choice. Understood. It's all a choice. All right, people. I encourage everyone. I'm coming back now. I'm back. I think this is a pretty good setup. It's not stopping like it did at the very beginning. I like my background, I like my icon. I like the way it looks, it comes across. So hey, I'm back. Give me some suggestions of the time shifts. I have set for 9:30, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm tired right now. But I am open for discussion. If we're willing, but still, I'm open for discussion. Get people coming on. But if you come on, I put a link in the comment section. And so click on the link in the comment section and let's make a conversation out of this thing. All right? We got a couple more minutes. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna come back. Let me see. All right, here we go. Is
Yeah, I can hear you. Where Renee at, man?
I don't know, probably sleep.
Yeah, he on vacation. Yeah.
What's up?
Not much, bro. Not much. Yeah, much. Me and Chris just chilling, man.
Wait,
Just
wait, wait,
just
wait.
talking. Can you hear me?
It's the delay.
It's the late. Oh, okay.
That's me. That's me. That's me. Okay. I hear double. I was hearing double talk. Yeah, yep. I think that's you talking. Is that you talking? That's me talking online. Hey, yeah. You could the link. You couldn't get the link.
It weird. Usually when you send me the link, I just click on it and it just take me. But it kept saying something about the browser. I hit the browser and then it'll take me to Google and there's some other stuff that was going on. Yeah. Usually I hit Safari and it was pop right up. What's
Maybe,
going on with that?
or maybe it's been so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rusty.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the emotions, man. Yeah, man. Like you were saying, like basically at the end of the day, man, nobody wants to see nobody get killed like that.
Yeah,
That's the bottom line. Nobody wants to see nobody get killed like that.
like I stated earlier, I said it's not being on the left or the right. It's probably being. I don't do much. I don't do that much in depth studying to have an argument.
Yeah, yeah. You told me you didn't know that much about him, so you still even talk about it. If you don't know that much about him.
Well, I knew clips. I knew that
Yeah.
based on what I've heard stuff he said that could come across offensive.
Yeah.
Everybody's offended.
We always talking about the First Amendment.
Right.
And now when people get offended, then they want to take away free speech.
Yeah.
Either have free speech or we don't have free speech.
I think things have been so feminized
Yeah, pretty much.
because it's all about I need to say it in a way that
Yeah.
as if I'm dating you. But yeah, I need to say it in a way that's palatable, that you can receive it, and they can be nice.
Well, and this too, also as having free speech, we don't want to have hate speech at that too. You just can't say
Right,
anything you want to say.
but the thing is, right, the thing is, if I say something that you don't agree with,
Yeah.
that could quote unquote be considered hate speech.
Yeah, well, it depends how people take it.
Now it depends on who says. Yeah, you're right.
It don't matter who says it. It depends how people take it.
Yeah, if you don't agree with my lifestyle,
Yeah, pretty much.
you hate. I saw Big Brother's house. One girl's crying. She's like, "What's wrong?" And the guy was really nice, you know.
Uh-huh.
She's alternative lifestyle, and she's like, "Did he cuss at you? He said anything bad? So what's the issue? It's no, it's he's not cussing. No, there ain't anything bad to me, but it's just he's pretty much he's too nice. In essence, I can't say anything bad about you other than that you don't agree with my lifestyle. And if you don't agree with my lifestyle,
Yeah.
then you must be hating, even if you're friendly to me.
Yeah.
You're friendly to me, but because you don't agree with how I live and you won't check off, it's okay.
Yeah. Well,
Then
like I was
go
saying
ahead.
this, I was just saying this. I always say that legislate morality. That's not our job to
Right.
legislate morality. And I just like to take if we always say what would Jesus do, because we were born again, we believers, and how
Mhm.
Jesus would look at things in the modern day as we are living in this modern day. Because when he was on this earth, when he walked this earth 2,000 years ago, it was totally different things that were going on in the time during his time.
Right.
And we're dealing with certain things differently that they didn't have to deal with. Like when he caught the woman in adultery, he said things to her, but they wasn't really offensive to a point that you'd be like, oh, he hating on me, or he bashing me, or whatever.
I think that was offensive because she was just surprised he knew.
It wasn't like she took it like he was trying to help her.
Right.
The way he came at her, you know what I'm saying? And when he gave her the revelation of the things that were going on in her life, how you know that? He must be the Messiah, because he the only one who could know stuff like that.
Right.
And that's the kind of approach sometimes that we today we miss it.
That's true. I just think a lot of times it's lost.
Yeah.
It's lost in the translation because, like I said, I believe that it's
Yeah.
more feminized in
Yeah.
essence. Case in point, do you play in high school sports?
I
You
did play
play
high school
you
before.
play football?
Yeah, I played football. Not
Okay.
in high school, not in Pop Warner, recreation. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't play in high school.
How old were you when you played?
In my teenage years.
Okay. So the coach came to you and said, "Now, Will, I need you to do this." Or did he say, "What's your problem? You need to do this right." Did he come to you as a,
Oh yeah, yeah, I had
I,
coaches like that. I mean,
I know you did your very best.
yeah, I had
It's,
coaches like that. He didn't come at me like that. No, ain't no man gonna come at you nobody
I
like
know you
that.
did your very best. But Will, it's the fourth ball you drop. But as long as you give it your, I am so proud of you. I'm not gonna take you out because
Yeah.
it's gonna mess with your esteem. My
No,
point is that's
no, it
feminine.
must. Yeah. Well, but
Mm.
like you said, it depends on the person.
Yeah, it's
And
all subjective. What's
it
offensive?
and how we're gonna define this defensive also too. But it also depends on the person also and how they're gonna take it. I'm not gonna say this. Some men are feminine and sensitive also too, just like women. Some men can't take certain things. That's just their nature.
I
No, it
mean,
doesn't mean it turn it does not mean
yeah,
it's not
it
man.
does.
No,
Yeah, I
but I'm
mean,
just saying, like we had back when we grew up with some guys that were, this wasn't sensitive, not so you couldn't say the certain things to them because, like you said, sometimes how they were raised and this how their nature was. They just was they was so yeah. So that's I'm just saying in the journal.
there was
Yeah,
some people is over nurtured.
yeah. Sometimes you're a leader
Yeah,
and you're trying to bring the country together. You're not trying to cause division, but most of the thing he says is decisive. I'm just being real.
yeah, but yeah,
And
I
I'm
mean,
just saying, you ain't gonna bring nobody together like that. It's bottom line. And I'm not saying you look at Joe Biden and you look at him, and I'm, totally two different people and how they deliver things or
so
how they
tell me
say
this.
things.
So tell me this: would Joe Biden bring you guys?
The way Joe Biden said things, he was not offensive in his delivery when he said certain things.
Okay,
He did not come at people, and that's
right.
all I'm saying at the end of the day.
I mean,
You know,
I hear what
and
you're
that's
saying.
all I'm saying. At the end of the day,
Yeah, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
well, that's true.
God is on the throne.
Yeah,
He said, it's
yeah,
not if you're gonna be,
yeah,
you are.
yeah. We know, yeah, we know God's on the throne,
Yeah, but
and
you said if you're gonna be.
yeah, yeah.
No,
God,
but the
God
point
said,
is you are. And it may be the point that is allowed to happen.
of
And
course,
because
it's like, yeah, they're
maybe in
allowed
light
to.
of I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, he's not a politician, point
Well,
blank.
yeah, yeah, he's not a politician,
At all.
but he's a human being at the end of the day. It don't matter if you're a
Yeah.
politician. It doesn't
No,
matter
no,
if you're a
but
politician or not.
I'm
Yeah.
saying that the best politicians, okay, he a businessman and he don't care.
Of course he don't care.
But he cares more about the bottom line.
We call about it depends on his base at the end of the day, and that's what he.
But it's a different mindset from a businessman to a politician. So yeah, I mean he cares about base, but it's a different mindset altogether.
Byron,
Uh,
it's all about treating people right the way they're supposed to be treated, man. Come on, bro. It's about treating people the way they should be treated. It's about respect at the end of the day. I'm just getting to the bottom line, bro. That's just the bottom line.
no, but I'm saying that I'm talking about the constructs how he does it. I'm not defending anybody.
I'm
I
just
ain't no
saying,
dog in the
bro.
fight.
I'm just
I ain't
saying,
talking.
bro. It's just how you treat people. You know how you treat people the way they should be treated, bro. That's just all. That's just bottom line.
If
If they don't treat you right, this is what you have to treat people better than that.
I agree, I'm saying, but how okay
I mean,
if
you could play devil advocate if you want to, and that's what a lot of people do. They play devil advocate. At the end of the day, I'm just getting to the real. What it is
okay
is people know right from wrong. You know, we always talk about that, and you have people don't want to do that. They just
mhm.
doing things to cause division. Bottom line,
uh,
and people won't call things out.
it's
You
all a
know,
choice.
people want to jump around this, jump around that, jump around this, and jump around that. It is what it is. If we say we born again, we Christians, we're a Christian nation and all that kind of stuff, and then you want to hide behind your religion and all that kind of stuff, no, bro, it don't work like that.
Yeah, but it's all a choice. It's all a
It
choice.
ain't, and
That
we
that
know it's
my
all the choice. We know it's
no,
all
it's
the
all a
choice.
choice. But I say, but my
And I'm
issue,
not, and that's what I'm
my
saying.
issue,
And my thing
my
about the
concern more not is less about Donald Trump. Is more about the fiber of how people respond to the shooting of an innocent man because they didn't like what he said.
well, we talk about that too. You know,
I mean that's
that
the
too. We had assassinations and black brothers got martyred back then. Martin Luther
it
King
doesn't
Major.
matter
I'm
to me.
just
It doesn't
saying,
matter
bro.
if black or white.
I'm bringing stuff. This is the problem. That people don't want to hear this stuff. Is that it's not like we just never had assassinations before. So that's the problem. They don't want to hear our side of the story. They just want to go with their narrative.
What you talking?
And that's the thing. Everybody has a story. Everybody has something happened in their life or done things in their life but you don't want to listen to nobody else. That's the problem with the United States of America right now. That's why we're in the situation right now. Is
Well,
that
I
they
talked
don't
about
want to
that
listen.
earlier narrative.
Yeah.
My sir, I talked about that. Said it's just it's trying to cook right now. But it was a guy. It was a young man that was hung in Mississippi.
And we ain't hear nothing about that. And we ain't
No,
hear
no,
nothing about
hold on. What I'm saying is that is a man that is a young man that was hung in Mississippi. He's not getting the.
that. No, he's not to get the publicity. He's not getting the
However,
news
is
coverage or nothing.
is another man that was shot and drugged under the truck, and we don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we don't know about.
I mean, my point is, two wrongs, 20 wrongs won't make it right.
I never said two wrongs make it
No,
right.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not picking a wrong or right thing. I'm just saying that what emotional state would an individual have to do? I'm just talking about in light of what happened because it's brother Toby said don't talk about it because it's gonna want people on that side and they gonna like you. I ain't got no dog in the fight. I'm concerned about the emotional well being. My goal is to help people encourage, motivate, inspire, help people get beyond the first move and create a better mindset today. It's about emotional regulation and obviously, some things were not his emotions were not regulated. And my thing is that individuals, whether they're black or white, whether Christian, non-Christian, whether they're Democrat or they're Republican, or they have certain views, or whether they're pro-black or not pro-black, or how about they just pro-Christian? I mean, it doesn't matter. My thing is that are you being led by the spirit or you just being led by how you feel?
Well, you just said about emotions, bro. You said
Uh,
about you live by emotions, or you live and are you in your emotions, or you in or you in your feelings, or you just saying things to just be saying things, doing things to be doing things at the end of the day, or the thing is about emotions and feelings. At the end of the day, it is still a thing called right and wrong. At the end of the day, regardless of you and your emotions, you and your feelings, it's always a thing called right and wrong,
what is,
and we know what's right and wrong.
do we?
Yeah, we know what right and wrong is.
So,
It's in us as human beings. God put
but
that in us.
however, but is it possible that the code of right and wrong has been snuffed out?
No, bruh.
No. Whereas you don't hear it.
Bro, even if you're not born again at the end of the day, you still got something inside of you that tells you you shouldn't do this. You can say that that's not there, but God also put some
No,
good things inside of a human being to say, no, don't do that.
I'm saying it's not there. I'm saying that you don't hear it. You can actually quench. You can actually quench the spirit.
We know we
Whereas,
can quench the Holy Spirit. We know we can quench the Holy Spirit. I'm not
but
saying that you
but
can't do it.
also you can do okay. You can do things so much where
You don't have a conscience. You turn.
yeah, it's like
You turn
you're
des-
decent. You desensitize.
desensitized. Okay, you can say desensitized. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can say that. Yeah, that's
you
yeah,
go to
yeah,
bed. You're being bombarded with programming that is colluding. Is kind of confusing the core truth, and you tend to want to. You kind of. I want to be here, but he doing it. It got to be right because they doing it. And so I'm gonna lean because really that's when you lean into your feeling. My point is a lot of people not they're not being led by the right and wrong that's embedded in them. They're being led by how they feel,
Of
which is
course.
stimulated by the program that they allow us to be fed. The programs we look at is two programmers.
You can have all that. You can have that by bombarding you. What you look on TV, what you see in the media, what you read, or whatever. You can. That's a lot of influence. What you listen to, and all that kind of stuff. That does have a play in it, and that's not an excuse either. At the end of
No,
the
no,
day.
no. It's not. It's never an excuse. I'm just giving reasons for it.
Yeah, I understand the reason you
The reason why we fast.
yeah.
We fast to desensitize
This
ourselves
is the flesh. The
of
things
the
of the
flesh.
flesh. Yeah, I understand that.
But a lot of times we just think about food.
True.
we
Yeah.
we don't fast except for television and radio and music, all that other stuff, and so therefore we
Well, in the modern day we do. We now we just don't do the. We could do the Daniel fast. We could do the TV, the social media. Yeah, we could do
yeah
that.
yeah. Well, I'm
We
fasting,
know that.
but I'm still looking. I'm binging on Netflix.
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
fast. No
my
fast.
everything is still colluded.
It's not the typical fast. No.
I even talk about unbelievers. I talk believers. And then God said, I'm trying to talk about I can't get beyond King Game of Thrones. I'm trying to shift you. I can't get beyond. I'm trying to talk about all this clutter. You just clutter up because
Yeah,
he
real
said,
powerful.
I'm still here. You can't hear me. And then people want to debate about stuff don't matter.
Well, that's true. That's
Yeah,
always
but
that's always
that's
the
not
case.
going. Okay, but these people. That's why I don't get into. I steered away from that. I don't get into.
Well, it ain't our fight anyway. So I put it.
What's that?
It ain't our fight anyway. So
Yeah, that's right. I don't
it
because
ain't no black on black. It's white on white. But anyway,
yeah, yeah. If I was a political pundit, yeah, and yeah. If I was a
you're a counselor. You ain't no politician. You're a
yeah,
counselor.
I'm trying to get to the core of the issue. I'm trying to get to the core issue. Why the world? Well, it's not even us that shot him.
Nah, ain't even us.
They say he racist.
Yeah,
But we didn't shoot him. Why did we shoot him? Why did the FY go out there? I didn't see nobody with a bean pie and a bow tie
He
up there
crazy.
saying, "All right, brother, what we gonna do today? Okay, you
He
got the
crazy.
AR,
Crazy.
1750. How many rounds do you got? Let's get it going." I didn't see nobody doing that.
Nah, we ain't see it. We ain't see the.
So,
Nah, we ain't see them up in there. I ain't even heard him say nothing about it. That's good. That's
yeah,
right.
I saw open. Y'all brother.
I didn't hear the FI say anything. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I know my point with a hunting rifle.
Yeah. Fruit of the spirit said they. I mean, not the fruit of the spirit. What did they call themselves? The fruit wasn't it?
Fruit of Islam, man.
Fruit
Fruit
of
of Islam.
Islam. I put fruit of the spirit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the
He just
boy's
said
name.
they didn't. They didn't get involved in it.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't get. I don't know the boy's name. That's how much more. That's how much I studied.
Did you wake up our brother Renee and say you gonna be on tonight? Or you didn't see him a message?
He probably working 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it worked. Yeah, it worked. Okay.
He like, okay, I come. I'll be there.
What's up? Hey, cut that noise down. Cut that noise down. What you doing back there? Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, man. I appreciate you, bro. I love you, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming on. And I think I figured out the kinks now. He said the link just didn't go through, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't working. It wasn't good. Yeah, just send me a link on Facebook and we'll go from there.
Yeah, it's customer service. See what they say. Okay.
Peace, bro.
All right, man. Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, gentlemen, thanks for sharing. I was cutting off, but then Will came on, and then we made it do what it do. I just want to say this, we can get off centered about things that don't matter, but life matters, and how we respond to life matters more. We only got one life to live. Only you can live it, not anybody else, and nobody should trigger you want to take a life. That's what I mean about regulating your emotions, or are your emotions controlling you? That's the thing that we all need to think about. We should never let our emotions the best in us. Now, so we can make the best choice the best way that we live in this world would be either talked about or not mentioned. But the thing is, are you leaving an impact? That's my goal. So If you find any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. Why? Because you're important. And your clicks and your comments and your subscriptions, they help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe, comment, and sharing. And because the algorithm cares about this, it puts me up higher so more people can look, and more people can partake, and more people can join. Especially I get this link thing situated. So I am emotional healing coach, a therapist, counselor. Pick a name. A little bit more. You can go to aheroseeks.org. Click in, give me a call, and see we can. If not, you can just, if you have any content that you'd like me to communicate, develop a video on, or a reflection or reaction video that you'd like me to view, send that to my email at heroesjourneyinc@gmail.com. All right. That being said, every time you get a girl vertical, make it your goal to always move forward. With Dr. D, and we are